Boom. Instant. No intro. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah, she's really green. Maybe not in that light, but if we get her... Whoa, girl's name. Down there. Slap. How wild is that? It's still kind of a trip to me, Dong, that you guys were gone before I picked these up. Like, it was part of the show, part of the trip, but it was right at the end. And, like, you guys left, like, right shortly before that. You know? So it's kind of, it was like, I sat down with Nate, and then Fred came out. We're sitting outside for a little while after the show. Magnus Lutz Hall, what's up, Donger? Living through the heat today. Dong's got some hot. What's up, Matt? Thomas, double Magnus Lutz Ho. Kathleen, I sent you a message. I gave you my info. I don't remember. It was a blur. I guess we can look on the live, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. Kane Miranda, Sergeant Maximus, Clint Crosby, Matt Maurer, double Magnus Lutz Ho. What's everyone doing this weekend? I've got stuff to do. Hey, all. Is it chill? We chill. We so chill. You're going to wish we weren't chill. What? Sure. Carried this today. The stroller. Dude, the 80s camo carbon. Got my 80s Mrs. Pac-Man shirt on from my 80s theme league, which was last... Or no, this wasn't from the 80s theme. This was from the video games one. Could have fit either way. Mountain biking this weekend. In the heat. Look at this. The DLC on here. The Zerkatai pivot collar. The 80s camo carbon. This thing is rad. Front flipper is super fun. I can flick it out. I gotta be careful. See, I missed. Ugh. Jesus. Smocky poo. Could you imagine having to be left-handed, Smock? Could you imagine? Boom. This thing is rad, though. I can dig it. I really like what they did with the DLC here, though, because it's not as shiny as other DLCs that I have seen, and I like it. This is right on the edge of slop for the smock. CPM 20 CV, DLC, titanium, 80s camo. Imagine being left-handed. Imagine, if you will. I imagine it. I live it. I live it. What's up, AA Ron? Mom? I wasn't sure. I was like, yeah, nobody's really going live right now. I didn't see any lives happening. Got home. I was like, I'm going to chill for a little bit. Maybe we'll hop on. Maybe we'll hop on. There's tears to the slop. Here's one for you, Smock. M-Tech. M-Tech. Where's the tear on this one? It's in a submarine. It's in a submarine. Bottom of the ocean, bro. Right? I mean, I admit it. I mean, M-Tech, come on. The only way I'm going to spend money on M-Tech is if it's $3 and it looks like Robo's leg. You know, like, all right, I'll buy that. Here's Dan, was it you that was recommending someone for modding on an earlier live? Not today. Yeah, I wasn't live today. I wasn't really on any lives at work, was I? I don't think so. But what kind of mods are you looking for? Paul might do it for you. See if we can summon him. Paul might do it for you. Pinar Snip. What would be the other word again? Moorish. If you say Moorish, Paul might for all your mod needs. If it was a few days ago, it might have been Paul. What's up, Fred? Better call Paul. There you go. Better call Paul. I will always smile when I see that. I will always smile when I see that. Did you guys see the little vid? Smock, what'd you think of my shorts? What do you think of my shorts? Smock. Smock, did you see the hello? Camera. What in tarnish, bro? There's literally, thank you. The short I did of that knife that's Fred's knife. Fred likes to mod, but the way Fred mods is he meets the designer, goes over to his house and helps him make one for him. That's how Fred mods. Like, it's legit. I mean, I'm a little jealous, but yeah, Fred mods in a very unique way that I would like to do. Paul modded my dog. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the Duplessis. The Duplessis. What do you think of that one, Smock? I think that nice choice. You guys want to see it? I mean, we could pop it up. We could pop it up. I mean, it's my content, right? It's my content. It's Fred's knife. What the hell? Huh? Yeah, Fred has done some anno. He inspired me to get the anno station that I got that I barely use because I don't have time to do a damn thing. Why is this rolling on me? Oh, there it went. That's weird. Like I open up something over here and this is going over here and this one's just rolling like it don't care. Homie, don't play that. All right, where's the full size? There it is. Henny Duplessis Firebird Custom, Paul, or from Fred's collection. Look at the action on it. I mean, look at it. Would you just look at it? Look at that crazy Damascus.
I like a couple shapes. It's just something like it's part of the fidget factor for me.
You guys hear Hate Nate in the background talking about he likes a knife that takes a couple shakes to drop.
I like a couple shapes. It's just something like it's part of the fidget factor.
Be shady. You can get a decent anno station for not too much money, buddy. Be surprised. Then you actually have to use it, which I haven't been because I've been ridiculous. That knife looked extremely expensive. That knife is sweet. The action on it is buttery smooth, and the craftsmanship, is a fabulous. Nate likes to shake. He likes a couple of shakes, you know. Don't we all? Don't we all? What's up, Can of Biscuit? Henry? What are we getting into this weekend, kids? I got my live Saturday morning coffee, 8 a.m. Central tomorrow. And I'm going to be making some vids. I want to basically finish a couple of knives from the Fred pass around so I can get those sent out to the next people. I have a few of these Anno laser mark things right here that I'm going to be working on. I have to get Lanyard Mans done because that's long overdue, as are many. I might be working on something with that guy right there, Clayton, popping in. I was just about to say your name, and then there you are. Marriage. It's what brings us together today. That blessed event. Solid. Solid right there. Most of South African makers are fairly reasonable with their prices. Clark and Meads are the exception, expensive. Even if they're reasonable with their prices, that knife is exceptional. Exceptional. How's Clayton doing? KDK, what machine at your job creates the red light seen in the Instagram posts? That is the light inside one of the lasers. So that's inside the laser. There are multiple lights, something about that red light along with the regular lights, and then we can cast shadows in different ways so that you can set up the lighting so that the laser can see it optimally. That particular one has a vision system on it, which means it has a camera. So you can basically live view the part. And so what you do is you put the part in, you figure out the height, you set the camera to the appropriate focal height and range for the laser. And then when you want to use that image, you can now make light more from one side or the other. So you're creating shadows to be able to find features, to find parts. And then that red light is just part of that creates the perfect environment for laser marking. Yes. Plus, it looks great. So I hold the blades up right there in front of it, like in the thumbnail, and it's a good background. So once I started using it, I've been using it quite a bit. Smock's entire Blade Show haul was US and SA knives. Well, of course they were. You did nothing? You didn't get anything from Kansept, bud? I saw you over at Kizer. Didn't pick anything up? You shoulda. I'm actually really digging. Oh, it's in I put my shorts on and I left it in my pocket. The little pry bar. I'm gonna grab that. As you know, I started carrying a small pry bar. Been carrying this one here, just a nice stainless one with a bone handle. Smaller. There are big pry bars, and I'm cool with that too. But like the daily, I've been kind of rocking one of these smaller ones, and I started using them, and it's great. I enjoy it. Excuse me. Got this one as a gift from Kizer, similar in size. Got a little G10 piece on one side. Got the little pry, the little notch, bottle opener, plus it's got a few different sizing things, little wrench hex. Not a bad one because it's small, very similar to the one that I was already carrying. So this one slides into that fifth pocket or that side pocket, and it's pretty great. Burning Stables was live earlier. Was working on tool rack. I didn't get to kind of hang out. I was kind of busy doing stuff at work today. I wasn't really able to get on any lives, but I was kind of scrolling through and I saw that he was working on that tool rack. So that's cool. Working out pretty good for you, Clayton. Fred says, Smock, which SA maker did you get? The Duplice is real fire. Thanks for reminding me. Fred, thanks for sharing it. We'll look at it one more time. Look at this thing. It is, the action is wild. I mean, obviously the look, the Damascus on the bolster and the blade, that wood, that drop close like it's nothing. Snappy front flipper. Boom. Look at that. That thing is nuts. Clayton stoked about the new thing. Yeah, awesome. That's good. Any air conditioning updates? It cooled off. It was like 60 some degrees last night, and now it's like barely 70 degrees right now. So we're gonna work on it this weekend. Get it ready for the next time it's hot out. The pry is made for pulling chair nails. Yeah, dude. I mean, where's my chair nail? Right here. There it is. There's my chair nail. You can do a Spidey flick off the blade on that one too, Fred. That's cool. I always like it when you can do that. Oh, that's right. Smock got a Francois Massine. I like Francois. I've talked to him several times. First time last year. He's got some really cool stuff. Clayton says, Fred, what's the steel on that? What is the Damascus combo? That's a quite, what do you call that? Like a twisted ladder pattern, kind of. It's funky. Then he's got the clover on the bolster. It's like opposing patterns, yet they look good next to each other. Heat index was 110 today for Clayton. Gross. Francois is a peach. Yeah, I only got to talk to him briefly. He was walking by. I was like, Francois, what's up? Yeah, that knife is pretty cool. I like the chunk of wood on there too. This piece of wood is just rich, flavorful. Kane's watched a few interviews with Francois. Yep. It's called Nicholas Carbon Mosaic. Forged in Fire. Yep. It's good. You can still watch them all. It's a great show. It was fun. Although I've seen some things where they've talked about stuff where they, obviously, any reality show, I like that wood. I won't taste it. It's carbon steel, not stainless. And his wife does the carvings on the back spacers. That's cool. Interest. So I need to organize. Oh, I forgot. I did get some slop in the mail. You want to see it? I got some slop in the mail that I could not pass up on. All right. Edmund here. Today we've got a very special unboxing from the Amazon. It is on Prime. What you've got here is, I believe there was a special sale. Someone posted that there was a sale. And I couldn't say no. Smock, you're going to love what's in here, bro. I just feel it in my, deep in my bones. I feel it all the way down to my plums. Carried wood scales today, first time in a while. Wasn't it really hot today? Sometimes the wood, depending on the texture, it gets a little slick when it's hot. Is it a gas station knife? No. Believe it or not, it is not. We're going to Magnus Lutz hold this bastard right here. UKPK. And we're in. What's in the box? Any guesses? I think I might have seen it on Facebook, seen it, or wherever, but it was a special sale. Every once in a while they got those. It's basically, it was a half price sale on Amazon. It is of a knife that I already have. Company guess? Smock, company guess? One of your favorites. It's one of your favorites. It's one of your favorites. Continuously buying knives. Who needs AC? A grinder or a heat treat oven? This was $22. A CRK that you can't open. I can't do it. It has to be a Kizer. Tenable. Vosteed. Well, that's wrong. Benchmade's definitely wrong. Remet sounds fun. Box on the floor. It's a Kizer SRM. I have a couple. What is that? Is that this one? No. This one? Actually, this one, for the price that this was, is kind of a fun little knife. I don't remember what that is. SRM something. So we got a Kizer. So now we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. At that $24 shipped half price. Any guesses? I already have one. What is it? What is it? Well, I can tell you one thing. My focus sucks. We're getting... Ooh. Ooh, brother. Brother, ooh. What's up, David G? I think it was like 24 bucks by the end of the day. Nice guy. That's a good guess. Jeremy, that is actually a very good guess. But it is incorrect. David says, hey, Dong, how have you been? The suspense. The touch. The lid has been removed. Oh, oh. Can you tell? It's a mini Militar. It is a mini Militar. I'm good, David. How are you? Mini Militar and budget friendly. So this one, I believe, is this one D2 or Nitro V? Man, I don't even remember anything anymore. It's a poop knife. What's up, Mac? All right, so this one is the Militar and Nitro V G10 and Mikarudi wood. It's the one I already had. And this one is D2 G10 and micarta. These were half price on Amazon. Can't beat that. I figured it'd be good to grab one, use it for a giveaway, maybe try some mods or something with it at some point. But when I know, I mean, I've always enjoyed the Milita and the Mini Milita. I think that's a decent knife. It's a good user. Feels good in the hand. For $24, one of millions of Militas. David, you don't own any Kizers? I'm pretty sure I own more Kizer than any other. Like, if you're to count up all my knives, wow, my focus is sucking today. I thought if I turned the light on, that would fix it, but it clearly didn't. Yeah, of my hundreds of knives, I know Kizer is going to be the largest individual number per one company. I need those peepers to see the blade steel. I know, that's sad, but welcome to real life. So now I got two minis. I actually like the colorway, and I prefer, I do like micarta. Here's my regular Milita, so you can see the size difference if you haven't already before, which I'm sure you have. Regular Milita, mini Milita. This is a nice little combo carry. You know, if you're going to carry two. This one is 154 cm, so definitely a higher quality steel on my full size. And they have, as Kathleen said, a million different versions of it. Premiums, budget friendlies. But I just had to grab that off of Amazon because it was, you know, under $30 on a quality knife that works good. I'll take that. I'll save it, give it to a friend, use it for a giveaway or something. But, you know, that's something where I know if somebody who's like, I just need a no-nonsense user knife that's not too expensive that I can beat on. Solid. Good action. Front flipper. Great pairing there. Off. Dong says I got a great pair. Nice set. Right? I like the little wood and the black on there. That's kind of fun. I'm pretty sure Kizer sent me both of these back a couple years. Kizer sent me quite a few knives for review. I appreciate them. Holy multiple million Militas, Batman. So there you go. Another little grab quick. Dong. Try a sheepdog for your first Kizer, says Dong. I think he's smart. Here's a sheepdog. Bigger knife. Chunky. There's actually a lot of different sheepdogs. I know some guys, sheepdog is one of the brands, models that there are some folks out in the world that have them, like they collect sheepdogs. So they'll have like 30 why in the hell is my focus so damn terrible today? Now it's bright in here. You can see my wall is yellow. You like that? But some people will have that collection of Militas and they'll have like 30, 40, 50 different Militas. So they do make different versions of it. This is a larger, chunky, standard 154 cm Milita with that rich light. I do, however, now, thanks to Dragoon gave me this Towser S. It's got that same style rich light handle. But yeah, sheepdogs are cool. I actually really like this one a lot. This is a mini sheepdog button lock. Aluminum handle. So same style sheepdog, just smaller. Also 154 and aluminum. This one's a standard plunge button lock. But as far as a little mini, you get a full grasp. Does some work. What's up, Stacy? How are you doing, darling? I wonder if they have one in Ultim. I think they do. I think they do, Dave. I would almost bet they do. Might not be in stock, but I'm almost positive they've made an Ultim one. Did your lava lamp die, or did you? Oh, I wasn't planning on doing a live, and then I just decided to do one, and so I never even turned it on. Hey, baby. How you doing? Looking good. I had to turn it on. You know. There, now it's on. So by the time I'm done with the live, it still won't be warmed up. Takes like an hour for that thing to kick in, you know. Sheepdog's great. Definitely a good knife. And if you're looking for a smaller user, dude, that mini sheepdog is sweet. And they have other ones that aren't, you know, that's what's great is they have so many of them. You can get one with a button lock. You can get one with a liner lock. You can probably get one with a frame lock. You get a premium one. A lot of style. A lot of style. Little zerky zerk on the PVP pivot. Wow. Please. I've never really been a big fan of the 80s camo carbon, but right now, I hate you. What is going on? I mean, seriously, it's like the worst. I should like 80s camo carbon. I like 80s stuff. Reminds me of my old Columbia jacket back in the day. Grateful Dong has a mini and a regular frame lock. Stacy, what you getting into this weekend? Emotional baggage. All right, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. We're gonna start doing some things while we hang out. I kind of wanted to do a knife count. I bought a bunch of knives at show, and now I have a lot, and it's almost want to do a count, see where I'm at. It's been a while since I've done a count. So we've got the fake MSI right here that actually isn't too bad. One thing I don't like about the MSI is it's the, you know, lack of detent. It's awfully bright in here. Well, I tried to do that to see if it would fix my focus. And I don't know if it did or not, or if it made it worse. All right, so we're gonna do reviews on all of these. And I'm gonna be doing a real versus fake topic video. That's why I was sent a couple of these. Got this nice scissors multi-tool. We're going to put that in here. We have the other fake, the Chris Reeves that I cannot open to save my life. That sucks. Like, seriously. I should at least be able to flick it open, but I can't even open it. Really? Well, that didn't work, so I don't know why. So stay tuned. That video will be coming out someday. I have to say the magic words. Hocus focus. Alap poop chocus. What? The dong. We got the Navigator. That's a high premium one right there, I tell you. The Navigator. Ontario Knife Co. Folding Navigator. Stay tuned for that review. I'm sure you're excited about it. Could be a fun one. Got this Pixie. Draconator. That's a high quality fixie. The old Draconation station. What's up, Arthur? I suppose people can turn anything into a professional hobby. Maybe. I would say this is a hobby. I wouldn't say it's necessarily professional. Right? We're here. I'm having fun. This isn't my main job. I have a full-time job. This is definitely a fun hobby. It doesn't really pay the bills though, which is fine. So new Kizer, kind of fun. Kind of fun. Whisker Forge. Can't wait to show you the thing I did for Whisker Forge the other day. To finish up that. I have something on my mind that I'm thinking about doing. I want to ask everybody's opinion on it. Kind of interesting. What's the cost of the best do-it-all one knife that money can buy? Ugh, that's tough, Arthur. Because there's too much range. Like, cause like do-it-all knife, is that gonna be something that you can beat on and not worry about? Or something that is a really solid user, stays sharp for cutting things, but you're not gonna beat on it? One knife you might be batoning in the woods to help split wood versus another one you would never do that with. So it's kind of a, you know what I mean? A do-it-all daily kind of a carry would be similar to like what I bought today. These are $50 retail. We're on sale for $24. Decent little just D2 steel G10 and micarta handle. Blade is solid. It doesn't really have any issues. It's just an easy open, easy user. It's not too expensive that you can make cuts with, that you're going to be cutting regular little things all day long. It'll hold its edge pretty well, pretty easy to sharpen. And if you were to somehow abuse it, break it or whatever, it was only under $50. So you could then go pick up another one and not be as like heartbroken if it was like 300 plus and then you damage that. If you're going to be outside, you know, doing some camping, you could just get yourself something that's, whoa, what? Oh, fell out. Like a Mora, like a fixed blade Mora. These are not expensive, but this is a great beater knife. If you were outside camping, you wanted to baton this a little bit and do some work, that would be something that you could also use and abuse without being too worried about if you were to damage it. So and there's so many different ranges, you know. Some people will just say get yourself a classic buck 110, although this knife is huge. It's a great knife. People have been using this for many years and been very satisfied with how it works. It'd be this a daily carry for some people. Some will say this is out of date and large and unnecessary for a lot of daily kind of use. If you ask me, an awesome beater user, but also has the value, be the Kansept Orlock. This thing fits in the hand really nice. That spot, your thumb rides into that ramped up harpoon. It's in there tight. It's not too big. You can make cuts. You can really use this. It's got a nice wide blade, thick, do a lot of stuff, and it doesn't take up too much space. It's got some fun fidget factor, so it's cool to kind of get to, use it, enjoy it. Best under $20 fixed blade out there, yeah, would be that Mora for sure. I collect luxury watches. Easily spent over 300 instead of investing more into retirement and being responsible. You could easily adapt to this, 100%. See, then you can get into stuff like this. Now we can start talking. We can pop her up a little bit here. Get all this dong off the table. This right here is the new KB Venom with some really nice, it's got a hollow grind S90V top liner lock, and this amazing anodized crystallized titanium. This is kind of moving up in the world as far as your range, price, quality. And if you weren't here, we were looking at Fred's knife. You know, if you've been spending that much and kind of investing in a retirement and stuff, you collecting luxury things, check out this one that Fred's got. Look at this thing. This is a custom maker, made this from South Africa.
I knew I've seen that logo.
Boom. Tell me that isn't sweet. Custom Damascus. Wild. Action's amazing. But the thing is, if I bought that, that would barely make it out of the house. I would sit in the living room, look at it, and put it away. So it just depends on where what your goals are, I guess. How much you want to use it, what you're actually going to be using it for. Some people really just love a nice slip joint. Whoops. Right here. Kevin Smith and Knives made me the slip. What's that from? Cardboard. This is the American-made ABW slip joint. Magna cut, hollow grind, titanium with some texture on the handle. Kind of your old school, traditional slip joint knife. Got a really nice snap to it. And it could be a great user. You can carry this around, doesn't take up a lot of space, but it'll do that work. It'll make those cuts that you want to make, that you need to do. Simple tasks. I mean, realistically, most of us, what are we doing? We're cutting packages, boxes, simple little things that don't require too much knife. Wherein that something like this would work fine. I really like slip joints. Here's a UK PK. If you live in the United Kingdom, you can't have a locking knife. So this is the UK pen knife. Also in Magna Cut Salt series. You could throw this in the ocean. It won't really corrode up on you. All designed that way. So depending, you know, once you start down a path, you tend to find different venues in said path. If you look on this shelf right here, this is all gas station knives. These are all silly, wild, you know, dragon knives. These aren't awesome knives. They're not high quality, but I'm a collector. I enjoy some wild stuff. So I have a gas station shelf, you know. You can have them crazy knives with the wild dragons and stuff on it. Because I'm a child and I enjoy it. You know, here's your gas station, gas pump knife. The epitome of the gas station quality right there. So there's many different ranges and directions and things, ways you can go in collecting. That's kind of a start. Watches, knives, and pens go hand in hand. Indeed. Yeah, Fred, what's a Fred user knife?
Jervis Meter Gene subscribed to the channel.
Gervais? Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. You got a knife that you carry on a regular basis? What's your favorite? I thought it was a dragon head. Oh, I thought it was a dong knife. Yeah, flashlights too. Yeah. Flashlights, torches, pry bars. Oh my. No such thing. Paul, we already talked about you today, Paul. There he is. There he is. And Peanut. And Peanut. High-end knives made in limited quality. Yeah, South Africa, Arthur. That would be something like this. That's probably the only one that looks like that. I mean, one. We're talking one. They're custom makers. They'll make them one at a time, and they will be quite unique. Neil McKenzie. I'm a man. I'll be 3.5 years old for the rest of my life, and I need more toys. I know that cat. Mick Ranger. Fred likes to carry some production ones after they've completed reviews. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to have to carry this one soon. The Towser. I've always wanted one of these, and they're discontinued, so it's harder to get a hold of one. But Dragoon somehow had one, and so boom. Who makes that pry bar of mine? Which one? The one I carry regularly? This one? This one's a SMKW, like Rough Rider. These are very inexpensive. Tobacco bone, stainless steel, and it's small. But it's simple. It's just a piece of steel with a couple pin chunks of bone to give it some thickness. These work really good. This is the newer one from Kizer that I'm actually pretty fond of. It's similar in size, got a little G10 piece. They have some that are like anodized or crystallized titanium and stuff. It does have the notch, the bottle opener, the measurements, the hex, and then you've got your toothpick and your tweezers. So this one's a great little fifth pocket because it's got those extra little things that you don't need that often, but it's small enough. You just drop her in there and she's gone, you know. You love that little pry? What, this one? Or this one? Probably this one. This one's fantastic. It's so simple. It's just easy. It's inexpensive. But the little Kizer pry bar with these added things, it's also small and sits in that pocket really well. And since it does sit in there, it's just, you know. Yes. I dig this one. I want to make some like this. I'd like to, that might be a thing when I start making some stuff, is try to just to make a couple really simple pry bars and then make a little type of a handle for it. What's up, MK Ultra? Good to see you. Miranda. Big winner. Big winner. It's got the big winner right there. Tell you what then. Does this hobby coincide also with value of a katana collection? Maybe. Shit.
At Bluminati Ninja became a member. At Bluminati Ninja celebrates 8 months of membership. _squirrel : _squirrel : _squirrel : _squirrel : squirrel.
Illuminati, 8 months, gas station. Thank you very much. I bought this over 20 years ago. This is a handmade, hand-forged katana. It does have a really nice Hamon line on there. If I get the right, you see it? There it is. There it is. Nice piece. Got some good weight to it. Like I said, I picked this up in 2002. So quite a long time ago. I don't know what the value of it would be now. But it's a good piece. I'm glad I have it. It's fun. You know, you got to have one for the zombie apocalypse, but you don't want a gas station or a mall ninja one. Chances of the mall ninja one Surviving. Why? What are you focusing on right now? I mean, I could EDC a katana as long as it's open carry, right? Insufferable sword guy. Gotta. Kansept Orlock. Awesome knife. Dude, the Eldorado, I really like this slip joint too from KB. M390, 45-degree angle texture milled titanium slip joint. Bop, bop. And it has a clip on it. Woo, girl. The ghost behind. What? Jesus. Don't scare me like that. Speaking of, yeah, I mean, I didn't even acknowledge that Terry happens to be in the chat. This is Terry's design. I love the Orlock, Terry. I tell you it all the time. I'll keep telling you. It's focusing on that ghost. That J1 Doobie ghost. Did I say that out loud? What did you say out loud now, Paul? Burning Stables. Gonna take a dip in the pool. I'll be back. Much love. Oh, we're gonna get a wet Clayton. Sure. Get wet, Clayton. Wet. Wet. Ultra wet. All right. The Dune. Ooh. This one is sick. Gecko Customs Dune. Very happy with this. I love the DLC on the bolster. This DLC is sick. Hey, Smock, are you still in here? Smock. Paul, I think I've asked you before too, but I think I've definitely decided I want to send something out to get DLC coded. What company should I send something out to get DLC coded? What's up, Chicken Fried? And here's my question. Anyone think this is a bad idea? Just, okay. Just read Terry's message. RCO Customs. That sounds very familiar. Okay, now tell me, is there negatives? What is there some type of negative to a DLC coding? And has anyone ever seen this before or thought about it? But what do you think? Honest opinions. What do you think if I wanted to get this DLC'd, the whole thing? Just DLC this whole bad boy out. Anybody ever seen an ABW slip joint DLC'd? And would that be a dumb idea or would it be kind of a fun idea? Thoughts? Imagine if I carried that and this. And it was DLC'd to kind of match that. Then I could carry my DLC pen. That was what I was carrying today. My big idea. Bolt action. And a DLC knife. And then DLC this one. Bluminati says do it. Grateful says do it. Paul Might says you do you. I'm asking for opinions. Is there something like it was like, oh, that might make something not work as good, or You know what I mean? Would it be a bad idea for a slip joint? I don't know. Clayton, yeah, this is the KB Venom. The Venom. Because if it's going to like affect some type of, I don't know, ability to like performance or something. But yeah, I mean, I've never seen one all black, and I'd have to then what I would do is I would go and get the 45-degree milled one so I could keep one in the regular titanium to match those knives, you know, like my buried stuff over here, you know, my Strix. So I get one with a 45 mil or whatever to match off the Strix. But having that one be all black might be fun. KC of the Knives Fast channel, how many knives did you pick up some stuff in Atlanta, KC? If so, what was the favorite one that you got? I have a hard time with playing favorites, you know, but I sometimes I have them, sometimes I don't. The Protocol is really cool. KB Protocol. Nice front flipper. Snappy. Great blade shape. Mick thinks the DLC would be sick. Well, I'm planning to do it even just for an experiment for the channel and be like, all right, I got this knife. I'm going to send it off to RCO Customs. I'm going to have them DLC it. We're going to get it back. We're going to talk about the experience. I have never tried it, so I think it'd be kind of fun to try sending one off and getting it done. I've been kind of debating on what it is I want to do. KC, I'm thinking about sending my ABW slip joint off to get DLC'd. Thoughts? Bad idea? Good idea? What's everyone think of the Protocol? I like this one a lot. The blade is nice and thick. These jimps, that little ramp. If anything, the flick out, you have to, yeah, I can't get my thumb up on here as a lefty. I got to kind of stay off that lock a little bit. But that's me. Imagine being a lefty, right? Four or five Kansept Contra and the Ocasio Lucent. I'm gonna have to look that one up. The Contra's a really good knife. I should have grabbed one. I do like the Contra. Nathan did a good design. The final one. Which one did you get? Did you get the plain Jane or did you get the one with the textured like diamond texture to it? Oh, and you got this auto? Everyone go check out KC of the Knives Fast channel. I'm sure you already do. But he also picked up one of these. That's fun. I can dig that. I can't think of anything negative about getting it DLC'd. As KC knows, Protocol is probably my favorite KB knife. It's a good one, dude. That thing is, it's great. I really enjoy that. I need more space here. Grabbing some stuff. So yeah, we may send that off for some DLC. That might be fun. I only have one ABW. What, KC, isn't that what you got? I thought you said that you got an Ocasio. Or am I missing something in the chat? Wayne, your favorite on the table is the ABW slip joint with my Kevin Smith and Knives slip. Thanks, Kevin. Not to say the knife, well, but no, not at all, Wayne. I don't take any offense to that. Everyone has a different preference. I'm all over the place. I love this. KC, what do you think of the Luft BXTR? I think this has kind of KC vibes as far as like Knives fast. Reminds me of cars or fighter jets or something. I really dig this one. I'm happy about it. You got the textured one with the blue scales. I like that one a lot. The textured one. The plain Jane one is really nice, though. But yeah, the Contra with the texture was the one I would probably get to. Wayne, yeah, the Luft BXTR. Good action on it. Flicks out nice. I might do a flipper tab delete. This one might be my favorite, though, from the show. Artisan Cutlery Mouse Bird. I really want an ABW slip joint, so I'd be afraid to risk it. I don't think there's... How much risk would there really be, though? This one? KC, you mean this? I got to send this off to Fred. This is about to drop in the mail, but I will attest. Is that the word? This is a fantastic knife right here. This is a little more, I mean, this full dress isn't usually as, I'm not big into this stuff here. I'm kind of more of the plain Jane textured titanium like that. This one is gorgeous, though. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the weight and the size to this. It's big. It's got a nice feel. KC knows how to send those chimps out just a little bit further, so you're in there doing the work. But yeah, pick one of these up for sure. This thing is great. It's going to be, I mean, obviously, I knew I was going to get it and send it off, but I've been enjoying, I haven't taken it anywhere. I've just been sitting at home, and I come in and I kind of play around with the knives, and action on this thing is fantastic though, bud. Really, really good. I highly recommend it. I'll go ahead and put that one right there. Boom. So we're looking at the Mouse Bird. Dustin design from Artisan Cutlery. Ooh, that sound. It's got that just like muffled sting and ting from the floating back spacer. I really love the design of this. It's just fun. The blade or the handle shape, the way the blade ramps up here with that choke up spot. It just aesthetically to me, really cool. Casey's working on a Pinion, a V2. We look forward to that. My Strix, my lefty Strix. Much love for that one right there. All right. That last KB that I picked up, boom. What's this one called again? What is this one called again? I gotta look up the screenshot. I'm forgetting. I apologize. Too many knives. I'm still trying to remember all. The Mantra. This is the KB Mantra. I love that. Oh shit! It's Knives Fast. It's cool seeing other YouTubers and getting their opinions, right? For sure. Yeah, the Mantra. You like this one, KC? This one is pretty rad. It's just beastie. I really like, there's something about it's just got this hollow. It's like a hollow, crispy kind of sound. The witch's finger. Whoops. I'll get you, my pretty. I love me a Warney. This thing is dope. Let's see if I can squeeze her. Squeeze it. Now we're getting somewhere. Flap it. Flip it. The old witch's finger. Hate Nate in the house. Triple Magnus. Let's ho. Activate. Magnus, let's ho ho ho. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. What's up? Hey, Nate, what you getting into this weekend, my man? God, is this one my favorite from the pickup from the show? The Muad'Dib, the Desert Mouse. What? They're my top dogs, Casey. They're my top dogs. So I give them extra attention. 8 and 8 Grateful Dong and Thomas Connolly are the Magna Sluts. Oh, appreciate you boys. Try slut action. This knife is so rad. I really, really dig it. You can see it on the live when I went over. I'm like, hey, Steven, how's it going? Good to see you. I've got, I had dongs. God. Pictus XL in my pocket. And we talked for a couple seconds. I panned over, and as soon as I saw the dunes sitting over on the right, it was like, oh, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. And within moments, I had purchased. They did have the full titanium version. That's the one Hate Nate actually got. I almost picked that up, but I'm kind of a sucker for a bolster with some micarta. It pleases me. You don't know about the micarta? Let me show you the one that Hate Nate got. In full tie. I just got to find the pick real quick. All right, were those in new acquisitions, I think? Yeah, there it is. So this is Hate Nate's grabs from the show. So on the bottom there, you can see it in the full titanium. If that's your, ooh, and I know I didn't notice that, but see how that line right there, it kind of has like a contour line. Oh, this is on there too. It kind of blends in a little more with the micarta, but it is there. I guess you can see it. It does go through there like that. But I was looking at the full tie. I clearly am more of a full titanium kind of a look. That's pretty much my favorite right there. But when I saw this, it drew me in. Everybody's got their different. The Ripley is top tier. The Ripley right there. Laser Ghost, that's top tier stuff. Donnie, no CNC, no mill. Making some wild stuff. Laser Ghost all day. What's up, Arshir? Casey's over the, you're not into micarta anymore. So Casey, what's your deal? I don't mean it like that. So, what's your top? Then what are you, titanium, or what? Like, what's everyone feeling right now? I would say titanium would be my favorite. Micarta would be my second favorite, and it depends. Like if it's a really cold day, micarta might be better. The titanium, a metal, kind of gets colder in your pocket in the cold winters in Minnesota. But for me personally, I really enjoy how micarta kind of develops, it changes, it weathers more. Plus you can control so much. If you want it to have some little bit of rough grip to it, or if you want to like polish it down to hyper smooth, you can kind of go many different directions with it. Ultimately, 45-degree angled milled titanium. That's probably my favorite. Titanium carbon fiber mix. The camo carbons, stuff like that. This one's fancy. The stroller. CPM 20 CV on that one. I love how it's got all these jumbo jimps on the back, jimps all the way across the handle on the front. They even kind of jimped out the clip. And the clip, actually, I really like it. It's kind of a unique clip, but it slides in the pocket pretty good. I carried it all day today. I took it in and out and opened probably a dozen or more boxes and stuff with it, and pretty happy about it. J1 likes micarta. Thomas, micarta. R. Shear says micarta over carbon fiber in most cases. I really don't. Carbon fiber is probably the bottom of my list. Although, if you give me like a twill carbon fiber, let me go back to here. A twill carbon fiber on this KB spike. I like that. You can also get the Asher with that twill. You need a Mach 71 and you need a Mach 71. I ended up not picking one up. That was kind of on my list. And I got pulled into the KB. Yeah, they gave me a good deal and I ended up giving them, whoa. How'd that happen? All right, we're good. Smock says aluminum G10 and Ultim over micarta. I'll take Mammoth Molar over micarta. Boo. Yeah, that one's totally an icicle, right? I love it. The other micarta that I'm all right with is, or not micarta, carbon fiber. Where is, oh, it might be up here. Maybe. There it is. Shredded carbon fiber. I don't mind too much on my Fenrir. That's kind of fun. Got my Lefty premium Fenrir. The knife is Vaseline Petroli Jelly Factory approved with all those jimpings. Casey, are you supplying? For a fee, yes. For a fee, I will sell you one. Oh, if I got a KB icicle, was that the name of one? I didn't. These are all the KBs I got. I got the mantra, the protocol, the stroller, the Venom, and then they gave me, what's this one called again? I can't remember. This is the double detent. They gave me this one to use for a giveaway. So I'm going to be using this for a members giveaway. Can't remember the name of this one right now, but when you get the double detent to work and it just pops shut like that, that's super cool. Boom, boom. Right? Oh, I missed it. Oh, now I'm failing. Chinese production micarta. Yeah, if you get me a nice butterscotch micarta or some wild looking, cool looking micarta. Linen micarta, burlap micarta. So yeah, those were the 5 KBs that I got. What's up, Steven? It's just bad. It's just bad. I love smocks. Everything, bud. Everything. Riots is fine. Riots is fine. So KB Icicle or Ice. What did you call it again? Ice pick? Icicle. Oh. Duh. Yeah, I did see this. I'm my brain. Mein Kampf ist Kartoffelsalat. Yeah, I was late to that game. 388. Woo! Got a price tag on those. Oh, belt satin L-Max. Okay. She's nice. What's the overall on that? Just under 8, 7.84. Bottom line is, that's my Carta, punk. Yeah, I figured it out, Kathleen. I was... Why do you think he's pushing it? Of course. Lemon micarta. Lemon shatter micarta. Thing is, with all those micarta Chinese productions, there's just a better variant. Which, I can understand that. You get 20% off with this code, y'all. So that would be, what is that? 70 bucks? You get about 70 bucks off of that. You get it for just a little over 300 with this code. I understand what you're saying though, Smock. If they have like several versions, you know, then you kind of go with the version that you like. You know, I understand that quite a bit because I'll see things where it's like they have a Zircotai version, which is generally too flashy. I'm not as much of a fan, or like a crystallized titanium or something where in a lot of cases I would prefer the plain titanium over that. And so it's like you kind of have to pick what the varieties that they offer. And then he's saying that sometimes the lower variety might be, or the lower offer might be the one that is the micarta that you don't like as much. I understand that. I can understand. Probably picking the micarta variant last, but that doesn't mean I hate micarta. Done. Terry no longer has any high-end knives. Oh, you have some high-end knives. I was like, wait a minute, I read that wrong. I want some unanodized crystal tie. Yes, chuck it. Yes. Because you still get that texture to it. It's just you don't have the ano on it. I'm down with that. My Monterey Bay honey badger. Has a few non-sentimental Chinese folders left. then it'll be 99% US made folders. Woo! I need to do a count because I have a lot of knives. A lot of them are going to fall under that budget Chinese, which is fine. Here's the Aura from Kizer. This was the gift at the Kizer meetup. This is a nice little smaller user. Limited edition. 80 of these were made with this little nebula carbon or whatever insert. Thumbs out and flicks out really well. Welcome to Poverty Wood. Nothing wrong with good slop. Give me some of that good slop, baby. Give me some of that tasty slop. Right here. Right there. Let's put the dune in there. Put the dune up in there. Can you get that dune up in sure? And then this one, the serpentine. This thing is clean. The Lumia was hard swallow, but I was able to make payments. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big grab. Also picked up a Hinderer and a CRK. Wow, Terry, going for it. Smoky poo. What? Top tier slop. Top tier slop right here. Ladies and gentlemen, can I? Not very good with my right hand. It's too far back there to, it's not really designed with that in mind. It felt like I almost could. Chuck just jumped into the American Mid-Tech waters, went hard, Rosie XL, Mojave, Protean, Skelly on the way, and now he's broke. Terry going nuts. He is. I mean, good for him though. When is the Gecko Customs Dune going to be released? I believe it should be in the next couple of weeks, Thomas. I don't have a date, but when I talked to Steven, he said it was just a few weeks out. All great picks, Chuck it. I concur. I concur. All right, so this wasn't a pickup show. This was a pickup in Texas. Really digging this though. That's definitely stabby, pokey. The Mojave is peak. So I don't know if anyone does know when the Dune is supposed to actually be releasing. Chuck it, got a good deal on the Rosie and the Protean. And sometimes that's part of it. Paying attention, waiting for that sale. And then pouncing. I honestly, earlier in the day, if you would have said, Kenman, you're going to be coming home with these 4 knives, I would have been like, ha, yeah, right. Yeah, right. But here we are. I was well persuaded and taken care of over at KB this year. I've developed some good relationships with a lot of companies, and some of them more than others. And I think it's just part of like the shows and stuff. You go to the show. Did somebody say Mojave? And you just talk to people, and sometimes, you know what I mean? You just click with people. Like I already knew I was going to click with like Dong and Hate Nate and just all the people that we're interacting online. You just know, like, all right, you know, we're probably going to get along just fine. But talking to some of the vendors and stuff people that I see at the show, the KB folklore. Shoot. What happened to this? And so there's some of the guys, it was when I met the guys at KB, we just kind of started chatting, and like they're like, oh yeah, we kind of like what you're doing with the channel and stuff. And blah, blah, blah. And it's just some people you just kind of click with. And I clicked with those guys really well. And we're just chatting about stuff and just having a good time. And then those relationships form, and then good things come of it. Paul's a trendsetter. Paul's a trendsetter. The old snippy snip. He even said he's made Pinarless Mojaves because of PSG. You kidding, Dom? This guy can't shut up about it. All right, John says, Google says June 26th for the Dune. Thank you, John. Appreciate that info. Trish, how was the whatnot? Trish was just helping out, doing their whatnot. I've never been on there. What's everybody think? Ooh, the folklore does look cool. That folklore does look cool. Burgers on, done and drippy. Gotta run. Right on, B Shady. That sounds delicious. And now I'm starving. Sold out, of course. Insane but fun. Selling mini Dixons. Whatnot is dangerous. Yeah, I've never even been on it. I've never been on it. Is that where I would go if I was going to actually sell some knives? Maybe. All right, for those that just jumped in, here's my question. If you were me and you had a thought in your brain about sending this off to get DLC coded, should you do it? I am considering getting a hold of RCO Customs and sending them my ABW slip joint and having them full DLC it. Just for funsies. Anybody thoughts? Because I'm thinking I'm going to do it. Outside of a few legit retailers, whatnot is a cesspool. Live stream, not love stream. Ooh. The love stream. What's up, Nathan M? Designer, machinist, solid dude. How you doing? Kathleen says whatnot's dangerous. You can spend money in a blink of an eye, and then the shipping is insane. Ew. Did anyone see the Giant Mouse Ace Pontius collab on Kickstarter? Chris Pontius from the Jackass collabing with Giant Mouse. Smoky Poo says, yeah, you can always get another one. Mick says do it. Hate Nate says do it. Dong says do it. That's a done deal right there. That's a done deal. That's called the trifecta of excellence. I'll be getting a hold of them. Saying, hey, I need to ship this off. What do you say? So yeah, that might be the plan. Okay, Smock changed my mind, but it needs to be mirror polish DLC. Ew, chuck it. Gross. I like this. I like that DLC right there. Almost matte gray. I like this DLC right here. Kind of the dull matte DLC. That's my deal. Everybody's got their preference. So I don't deny your joy of whatever it is. I'm not a huge mirror polish. Some people love the mirror polish that blade. Not really for me. The cool see-through DLC. Ooh. I like to see deep. Oh, there's one. Steven says.
Candy is dandy, but.
Thank you, Justin, for the $2. Candy is dandy. What did Steven say now? I'm sorry. Steven looks like he's the first one to keep it the same. Well, here is a part of my thought process behind that, Steven. I love textured titanium with some lines on it. I have several knives like this one here, where the ABW with the 45-degree milling would look really good with this and would go good with this. So ultimately, sometime in the future, I do intend to get another one with the 45-degree milling so that I can match that with that and several other knives that I have. So I'll probably end up with 2 of them at some point. So if I got 2, and now I will see myself out, he says. Okay. Thank you for the $2. 45-degree milling. Anno the scales. I'm not big into anno as much though, personally. Something about raw titanium makes me happy. You know what I mean? Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. I mean, laser marked, but plain TI, it's kind of my deal. Everybody's got their thing. This crystallized titanium, that's pretty sweet. Right? And then DLC, blacked out stuff, black on black. I do really like this. The way they do the Orlock and what Kansept does with their black wash, however it is they do that. And then it's kind of knocked down on the edges. I really enjoy that. Did I just get a glitch? I just saw a flicker on my screen. Never mind. What? That venom is sweet. Yeah, as far as, plus it's called the venom, so this green crystallized tie it just screams venom. So it looks great. Super cool. Very happy with it. This, if anything's turning me more on to the crystallized tie. Although, one of my favorite knives, I know I keep saying that about everything, is one of my Magnus Lutz Ho knives. The Devo Lush, which is also crystallized titanium. It glitched. If you use your knives, the raw titanium holds up. With the DLC, you eventually see all the scratches. On DLC, I thought DLC doesn't really scratch because it's harder than everything. Am I okay? Am I seeing flashes? I saw one like flicker, like it looked like it was going to pop up like a membership or a super or something like that. But it just was like, like you are now being taken over. Do I live in Maine? Minnesota. So, like in this case, I really love this crystallized titanium because we got the raw, we've got the plain. It's just a nice accent. It's also in that kind of transitional where it looks mostly blue under this light. Maybe if we go to here. Yeah, you don't really see the purple. Oh, there a little bit. It kind of shades to purple a little at certain angles. It did glitch for a split second. I seen it. So it wasn't just me. Get out of here. No. Stop. He done saint it. I saint it. Magnus Let's Ho. I love this knife though. This is a really, really good classic. I mean, it's a lefty, so that's fun. Flicks out really well. Smaller profile, but fits good in the hand. Great blade shape, hollow grind. Devo can do no wrong. Every design I've seen from Devo makes me smile, makes me happy. Clint, can't you hear Dan's Minnesotan accent? And now my butt hurts. What is happening? Right? 17 months at the S90V.
At Stephen_Khan became a member. At Stephen_Khan celebrates 17 months of membership. DLC, natural, it's all black and grey to me.
Steven, 17 months at S90V. Bro, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is S90V. That's a good S90V salute. The full lefty Strix, Sparrow Strix. Is this my favorite knife? Maybe. It's awesome. Action's good. But Steven, thank you so much. I wish we could have hung out a little bit more in Atlanta this year. We hung out more last year for sure. We really bumped into each other. Was it just that once or twice? But it gets crazy. But let's try to plan on next year hanging out a little bit more. I'd be down with that. I want to try to get a more of a get together next year. I'm going to be planning. So just jumping in to say hi. Got you streaming on the boob tube. Trouble Bunny made me, or didn't make me. She made Hank, this Hank, and then was so nice to give it to me at the show. Thank you very much. Very well done. I really like the fabric she used on the back. It's got this very velvety, soft feel. Dan, does your Strix ting? No, not really. I mean, it sounds great. Action's awesome. But it doesn't really ting. Maybe if I take it apart, dial it in a little bit, I could maybe make it ting. I don't know. It doesn't, but it's great. Boo. I mean, I wish it did. I wish it did. I mean, look at that. Pow. Rub the furry Hank, Dan. Rub the furry Hank. What's up, Sean? Got that. Sean, am I right, Sean? Did you give this to me? Sean? Am I wrong? Again, it's all a blur, and I'm sorry for asking, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I think that Sean gave that to me. Yes. Okay. So I'm not a complete moron. Good to see you too, though, Sean. Also, same thing. You, Trouble Bunny. There were definitely some folks that were there that I would have very much enjoyed spending more time with. The weekend goes really fast. It's hard to be able to manage time because you literally, it's just going. And every time you turn around, we had just been at KB. I just had picked those up and went outside to sit for a minute and was with Hate Nate, and then Fred came up, and that's when we were looking at that Henny Duplessis and bumped into them out there. And yeah, it's just time just goes. You just bumping into awesome people left and right, and it's great. So I want to try to maybe plan out a get together like next year, Thursday night, get together meetup. I think it'd be fun. And if I put it together, maybe everyone will show up. I don't know. Need to call Zach so he can investigate those mysterious flashes I've been seeing. Yeah. I'm not the only one, Thomas. Somebody else saw it too. Paul saw it. Paul's on my side. What's going on, Crab Castle? See? Just there. I just saw one. Tell me more. What happens if I refresh this and hit play? And back it up a second here. Back it up. What's going on, Crab Castle? See? Yep. Yep. It was there. I've got it. I've got it on record. Why am I getting flickers? But I'm the only one whose butt's really hurting. So would you call this a ting like a sing, or is this a different? Because it doesn't really sing. It's more like tink. Ah. It's hard to do when you're standing a weird, or standing. Mousebird. Ointment, Paul. Ointment. Tell me that ain't rad. The jimps on this are just fantastic too. The perfect roughness. You know how sometimes they're just, yeah. The old guys are already hollowed out and Paul's fresh. Oh God. We have fun here? Is that what? Oh boy. That's fun. I mean, oh I don't even know. I mean, what? What's for dinner? What's going on this weekend? I don't know. No one's convinced me KDK captured a paranormal phenomena on video. Metamucil? Today's segment has been brought to you by Metamucil for fast, effective relief. Perhaps. $24. I don't know if it's still available on the Amazon, but ultimately a $24 mini Milita with D2. That's kind of a, you can't be mad at that. You can't. This is a nice little small beater user. Again, I could give this to a friend or something that just needs a knife, that just wants to use it. I would say, if anything, sometimes beginners, a lot of friends that don't really handle knives much. And when you hand them a knife with a flicking hole or a front flipper, you all know they kind of get confused and start doing this. But it seems like if you hand someone something with a thumb stud and like a flipper tab, they'll always figure that out. Like if you hand something to a non-knife person and it's got that, they almost always figure that out pretty quick. But the flick, not as much. The hole, not as much. Thumb studs, people kind of recognize the thumb studs. But to me, give me that front flip. Give me that flick. Chuck's going to be 48 in July. Solid. Solid. What's not true? What? I have a lot of people I know that I like knives that don't know anything about knives. And the only time they open it flawlessly without me saying anything is if it has a flipper tab on it. Doesn't mean I like flipper tabs, and I agree with you, Paul. Flipper tabs should be deleted in most cases. I would say my least favorite opening style would be rear flipper tab. You want to know my style? It's this right here. You give me a flicking hole with a front flipper on it, and that's everything that I need. I've watched several non-knife people struggle to understand studs. Again, it's each one's unique because each person's different. But I found that if, in my case, I've handed people a lot of knives, my leagues and stuff. When they see the thumb studs, they kind of start to figure out that they can do that a little bit more than the flicking holes. Flicking holes, people have problems with for sure. But it's always the rear flipper tab that people seem to figure out. But yeah, I could, if I never got a rear flipper tab again, I'd be fine with that. You know, this would be the one that I got this year that has the flipper tab on it. I think this might be the only knife that I picked up that does have a rear flipper to it. I don't mind that as much on this one, although maybe have to get rid of it. What's up, North Valley Neil? Flicker, My power's been flickering ever since Paul said flicker, Do an episode of nothing but giant fixed blades. I don't have too many. I mean, it would last a little while. It would last a little while, but I don't know how. I mean, we could try something like this. I sent you that Kansept. You sent me that Kansept? Which Kansept? What? Who? Me? You. With the flipper. Oh! This one? Right? With the huge flipper. This one needs to be flipper tab delete badly. Look at how big that thing is. It was this one, right? North Valley? With this huge, huge flipper tab. This thing's a monster. What's the weight on what? On this? On this bad boy? Couple of pounds. I don't think my scale will handle this. I think the scale I have here is only like a pound or so. Send what to you? This? That? The other? You want to snip that off for me? Paul, if I'm going to have you snip some stuff, I'd start off with a couple that I really like, that I'm really into, that I'd love to have removed, rather than one that, no offense, North Valley Neil, that beast, it doesn't get carried as much. It's kind of a hog. This thing weighs probably 5 pounds. I don't know. It's huge. I mean, I got huge hands. That's almost 12. So this is about 14-inch blade. The knife with the ginormous flipper. I mean, I got to send something to Paul. I'd have to go through because I'm sure I could find 5 knives that I'd want to get done before that one personally. But again, So you hate the knife? No. I'm appreciative and I accept it and I've carried it. But you also have to understand Are you telling me that the free knife that I re-gifted isn't the most important thing in your collection? I still have it. I didn't get rid of it. So there's that. I have some knives that I'm working on thinning out a little bit. Some of them are repeats that I got multiples of or something like that, but generally, you know, that knife ain't going anywhere other than maybe to Paul's to get snipped. I just don't know if I want to give that to Paul because that's a lot of stuff. When you snip the tip on that one, you could make an entire other knife out of that flipper. That'd be your daily carry. Tired of it? Send Paul your penars. His cat needs kibble. It might be after getting de-penard. Then he'd be like, oh, this thing sucks. Why do we do that? Greg said maybe next year, Texas. They don't bring this stuff to Atlanta. Greg did give me some stuff. But this was from Texas. But they don't bring those to Atlanta. I guess they're not as popular in Atlanta or popular at all like they are in Texas. Although, what is popular, whatever, is some other things. So I did get these two little bastards. Pow pow. These are dumb. I got the tater tot and the mean tangerine. Kind of an acrylic handle, micarta handle. We've got an acrylic prickly pineapple that I got in Texas. And then I got this one off the Amazon, the watermelon. It's kind of a stupid little whatever. That was the most polite way to say that you hate the knife. No. If I didn't like the knife, I'd trade it to someone who would like it, or I'd sell it or something like that. I wouldn't keep it in my collection. But if you guys want to think I hate it, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It sucks. The Angry Pickle is far superior. There's an Angry Pickle? I want one. It's really dark in here. Wow, I can't see it all. I'm going to try to open them while we're throwing them. Okay, we've done that. Which hand is it in? What color was it? Was it brown? You have an angry watermelon? Oh, that was off camera. Makes it too easy when you fall off camera. They look cooler as a set. Yeah, when it's just a simple little thing, you're like, oh, that's not that great or whatever. Although the prickly pineapple, I dig that handle, that it's like acrylic with the pineapple image underneath it, kind of makes it pop. That's kind of fun. These are silly. It's always brown. It's always brown. The tater tot with the micarta. They're cute. So Greg gave me those. I told him, I was like, oh, I got a couple of those. Did you bring any? Are there any available? And he's like, oh, we got a few over there. So I ended up getting 2 of those, which are fun. And then Greg was like, okay, I know you got that gas station shelf with the weird gas station. You guys have probably already seen this, but this is perfect for the gas station collection. Straight gas station aesthetics. We got the US flag, textured, raised up, milled, ugly, terrible clip on the back that's an afterthought. And then it's got the Second Amendment written on the blade. What? This will go perfect with my wild gas station crap. Should be a candy corn one. You need 7 of them, like your Moorish. What's plural of Moorish? Moorish? Mauritius, Mauritius, Mauritiuses, or I have one Moorish, or I have 7 Moorish. Like that. Ah! Designed in USA, made in China. Terrible clip. Afterthought clip. Wild design. Assisted opening. It screams gas station all the way. And I accept. I accept. My sweet knives. My gifts from Dom. And hey, Nate. Dom gave me this sweet comb. I love this comb. Very, very cool. Moorish is plural for Moorish. I think that sounds right. It's Moorish. I have 1 Moorish. I have 6 Moorish. Moorish-I. Ooh. And then Hate Nate gave me some really cool knives too. This C. Reisner Cutlery Absolute Beast. Appalachian Ridge Runner. S90V. Jig Titanium. Half stop. Huge. Just look at that handle. Monstrous. The comb is sick. Just count the O's. Moorish. Then we got the tops, the small tops, 0.18 thickness, perfectly weighted fixed blade. Look at that. I've been showing this off. It's crazy. Like it just sits on your hand for cutting. It's wild. Got the paperweight bottle opener that also happens to fit right there for some reason. Got a few of these. We're going to be doing shipwrecks on them. Of course, we got the, no offense. Oh, I'm upside down here. Another gift from Hate Nate. Thank you, Hate Nate. Love it all. Love it all. What's up, One Moon Collective? Did I say hi to J1 Doobie already? I think so. I think so. I don't know. So I do. I didn't? I did. I didn't. I did. Goblin. Goblin XL. Fun design. Beast. This one's just a nice budget. The Tenable Goblin 14C and micarta. I don't mind this at all. See, this micarta feels good. It works good. Smock. This never happens. Honestly. I'm calling HR. Fine. Yeah. Okay, I do need to organize up some stuff. I need to do a count is what I... Smocky Poo, you rang. You rang. Yeah, I don't remember what I said. How lovely is that? Oh, this little Beha too. I love this thing. Boom. Little Best Tech. Oh, I was talking about that micarta. Talking about that fine Chinese micarta. Just the base micarta. It just feels good in the hand. I don't know. I don't mind it. Or maybe is that just Kansepts might be a little bit better? Perhaps. This is going to be a regular carrying mini though. This is a great little 5th pocket box cutter. I really enjoy this one from Best Tech. Pretty sure someone had one, maybe Laid Off Pete or somebody had one. And I was interested in picking it up. But then when I saw it at the show, I was like, yeah, that's cool stuff. It's just a fun little design. Good action on it. What's up, Thomas? That's the trash can lid micarta. On the right-hand shelf, this one, towards the bottom, cigar slip joint. Okay, over here. Cigar, that. The old timer. How close am I? Wayne. To the right of the buck knife. Right there. All the way over. This one? Now you can tell me no, that was the wrong one. This is a buck folder that I got a while back because it was inexpensive and I just wanted to see what their flipper. This is the buck 256. Go across that row. So that was the buck 256. I have a little mini buck. Come on. Really? 379. Then there is a buck 110 and a canoe. Ling Long Dong, what's up, dude? Casey's live walking in the rain. Ew. Brass ends. That would have been this one then. This is your classic buck 110. Then this one's a kind of the beater, but this is a 2 dot. Really? Really? Why? Why not? Why not? 2 dot buck 110. So this is from the 70s. It was the canoe. So this canoe is like maybe 15 years old. Classic canoe. This is the one where one of the blades was all beat up. And so the blade should look like that, but I took this one to work and then I hit it with the media blaster, which kind of gave it a sanded or like a, more of a brushed rather than the shine. But it was just scratched to hell. But yeah, these are inexpensive. The old school buck canoe. Classic. Those are the inexpensive bucks. Yes. That one is not a USA. That one's a China. The 110 is a USA. And then here's my other one. This is my mint buck 110 2 dot USA. Blade has never been sharpened, never been used, no scratches on it, no damage to it. Look at that. So I can, this is fantastic. This knife's 50 years old. Klaatu Barata I said the words. That's it. I've said the words. I'm taking the book. What's up, Dale? Klaatu Barata. Come on. I got to get it now. There it went. Then it fell up. Okay. Up. Wow. There it went. Do I have any knives from when I was younger? Yes. This is one of my oldest knives right here. I won this at a carnival, so that dates me. That shows that once upon a time, you could go to a carnival as a kid, put some money on the table, they give you darts, you throw darts, you pop a balloon, you pick a prize. I picked this prize. This is Pakistan stainless. I beat the hell out of it as a kid, damaged the tip. It got all rusted, and on either a live stream or a video, I actually cleaned all the rust off and fixed it up. It's got a lot of pits and stuff on it. But this is one of the oldest in my collection. I used to pretend I was He-Man and just thought this was the greatest thing when I was a little kid, long, long ago. My probably oldest knife in the collection, like I remember the first knife I ever got was very similar to like one of these. This is a case, little mini Stockman. It was not a case. It was probably an old timer or something like that. But one of these small little 3-blade knives, that was kind of the first. This one isn't. This one's from 93 though, so this one's been around for a while. It's kind of, I picked it up as a kind of recreation of one that I had. But this Cub Scout or Boy Scout knife, this I got in the 80s. So this is my oldest used knife. The classic Boy Scout bottle opener, can opener, leather owl, and then that nice blade on there. So this is the oldest in my collection, or as far as oldest in my collection that I've had since it was brand new and got when I was young. The Buck 110 is 50 years old. That's probably one of the oldest physical old models in the collection. Clayton's back. How's the water, dude? I have the power. Anybody see the new one? I've heard bad things. I've heard good things. I'm pretty skeptical about any recreations of anything these days. I don't know if it's something I'm going to go to in the theater, but I did like He-Man when I was younger. And I do have a bunch of He-Man toys and stuff still from when I was a kid. Clayton, you wet? 15-year-old you would shit your pants to see how many knives you have now. Truth facts. Personally, I prefer the Case Mako over the Buck 110. Yeah. Yeah. Chuck, it says, I'm not going to see it. I probably may watch it when I don't have to pay for it, but we'll see. The water was warm but refreshing. I suppose. Warm water.
Dan, activate the lament configuration. Do it, Dan, do it now. Let the chains free. When Pinhead appears, put on your Jason mask and become him. Don't worry, you'll win, I think. Rocket go, Dan.
It's not letting me. Oh, maybe if I go this way. Why? Why's come? It won't let me lament. Ooh. Oh no. We're lamenting. Oh no. Too sexy. Too sexy. I don't know. We probably shouldn't let out the chains, guys. I mean, Hate Nate, thank you for the 10. But, you know, I have such sights to show you, Kirsty. Jesus. The lava lamp's starting to lava. We've got chains, kids. We have chains. There's a demon in my room with nipple piercings attached to my ceiling fan right now. That's awesome. No pinhead? Gusty. Oh, I gotta put it back together the right way now. We should set up an SC meetup in the fall. Yeah, and then fly me out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, do that. Don't do that. Here's another one that I've had forever. This was a gift from my good friend Kim. It must have been in high school. She went on a trip. She went to China and Mongolia, and she bought this in Mongolia. And I'm not saying it's of high value, but we're talking 40 years old from me, or 30 some years old from Mongolia. Got some rust. The Cenobite, the CD Cenobite was the all-time worst Cenobite. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably agree with that. What's up, HWG? So thanks again to Kim. She's not watching, but if she was, she'd recognize this. It's a silly little fun knife that I've always had in my collection and just enjoy it, and reminds me of the olden days. The days of old. Way back. Sure. It's brass, yeah. It's got a brass, like, bolster area. This is brass right here and right here. And then this is some weird decorative acrylic. You can see the, oh, did I just knock I did. I literally just bumped the jewel out of the back side of it. That one's stuck in there. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? I think I have a red jewel on the table somewhere, or it fell on the floor and it's gone forever. I had a flashlight. Dude, I have such a mess right now. There is so much, it's just everywhere. It's made of Chinese mystery steel. Yeah. 30-some-year-old Chinese mystery steel, who knows? There's only 2 Cenobites that were in every movie. Pinhead, and who's the second one? Who's the second one? Anyone? No, I know. Who's live at 7:30 again? Somebody goes live in a little bit. I can't recall off the top of my head right now. Because again, I'm all over the place. Too much. It's 7:19. When did I start? Two hours, 15 minutes ago. Wow. I tell you what, kids, I start hanging out with y'all and we have fun. And it was Chatterbox. And wasn't he blind in the first one, but then they added eyes to him or something like that? Because he had to sit there all day not being able to see. And then so in the next movie, they added it so he could see. I'm live in the bathroom at midnight. Hey, Nate, thanks again for the 10. I got a little sidetracked when we started playing with the lament configuration, but I appreciate you. Let me put a heart on that. Put a heart on that? What did you just say? Heart on that. Senator going live. What's up, Renee? They made Chatter a dog. Oh, it's Juvan. That's right. Juvan does Fridays. I talked to him at the show. Kyle's going to be live with Juvan in an hour. I thought he goes at 7:30. Or does he start at 7:30 and you join him in an hour? I did not get to hang out with Juvan very much. I did bump into him a few times in passing, and we did stop and talk for a short amount of time. But yeah, his normal live, if someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it started at 7:30, which would be 10 minutes from now. My time, 7:30. But I'm not with it. I was with it, but then they changed what it was. I do need to get some dinner. I was going to try to do a count. $9:15 Eastern. What's up, Kyle? Kyle. That's Smock. Smocky poo 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 poo. And the first Hellraiser, the female Cenobite was the only one they didn't name. She just female Cenobite. They were good movies. I went and saw, I remember, I think the first one I ever saw was 2, and I had not seen 1, and I was like, do we need to have seen 1 to see 2? And someone was like, no. And it still works. It still works. Terry is the Cenobite lore master, and I praise him. Anyone who knows some lore on some good horror movies is a friend of mine. Terry is the Google master. Is that what it is? He's just hitting Google, just spitting these Google facts that are popping out. Classic. It's genius right there. That's just like genius. Hellraiser was one of his favorite horror series when he was a kid. That and Alien. Both excellent. Excellent. What's up, Ground Fog? So those that might be popping in recently, I'm thinking I'm gonna send this away to get DLC coded. Mostly been getting positive feedback on that thought, so I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna end up buying another ABW Slippy, so I have a angular one to match some of my knives. I've always been inspired by Grateful Dong matching up carries, and I think having a nice all DLC slip joint to go with some of my DLC stuff, my black stuff, would be cool. I'm gonna get another one for my gray plain tie. Terry's a leather dude. He knows the way of flesh. How about that? Test time, Terry. Which book were the Cenobites first hinted at? Or what book? What book first brought up the Cenobites? Interesting question. Interesting question. Grateful Dong, Smoochy Smoochoos. For those of you in here, I will be doing a 11K giveaway. I just hit 11,000 subscribers. Thank you all for your support. Much appreciations. After talking with a few people, it looks like I'm gonna have some pretty cool stuff for some giveaways. Special thanks to a couple of guys. You know who you are, you dirty dogs. But yeah, we're gonna be doing 11K giveaway pretty soon. I'm gonna have a couple of knives specifically for members giveaways, and I'm gonna have several knives for just a general giveaway to anyone who happens to be in that live at the time. So that'll be coming up. Probably just do that next week. So if you want to celebrate, hang out, potentially win a knife. As some of you know, in a lot of cases I've been doing lately, when I do giveaways, I don't really advertise it. I like to kind of just keep it low key. I'm not going to be using that as much for drawing in the crowds. I really like being able to take care of the folks that are here because they want to be here. They have no idea that we're here for a giveaway or something like that. But the 11K celebration, I will probably be posting some type of a thumbnail, kind of a pre-things, letting people know, kind of inviting people to be there. So that'll be a little different. I will advertise that out, so we'll get some folks in. But that's why I want to also do the actual specific member giveaways included in that. Do a little something special for the members that are really the tried and true hardcore supporters. I'm going to try to do something extra for them as well. Can of biscuit, 100K next. Yeah. My numbers have been, it took me a year to get this last 1,000. What's up, Metal Relic Art? Which, again, I always will say I'm very gracious, very grateful, not complaining, very happy with how life is going. No turd burglary. Truth facts. First rule of Knife Club. Think I saw there's a Lovecraft horror film coming with the big guy himself. Really? Really? Like in the next year, Jerry? Huh. Primo members giveaway promise. Oh boy. Hate Nate, you're too good to me. You're too good to me. Kyle Kuhn, have a good night. See some of you later. Yep, everyone go hang out with Kyle and Javon in a couple hours on their live. Thanks for swinging in. So yeah, I guess we'll probably just plan on doing that next Thursday. I'll kind of think about it over the weekend, see if I need to push it off for any reason or anything like that. But then I'll make a link for it so we know that it's coming up. Terry, can you make a knife slip out of human skin? Asking for a friend. It puts the lotion in the basket. I mean, I'm sure he could. It would be thin. Would you have to layer it up? We need our entire back piece so we can layer it up. Give it some thickness. Are you down with the thickness? Soylent green leather. It's people. It's people. Magnus Slutto. I mean, you know. I mean, if you could legally source some human leather, I mean, my grandfather gave it to me. He said, I would love for you to turn me into a wallet. It was his dying wish. It was in his will. Please harvest this. Especially make sure you get the section with my tattoo on it. And then I'm looking for, I want to be a wallet with my tattoo on the side of the wallet. Would that then be legal? Like if it was your relative and your relative put that in their will under like a legal visual notary public documented will? We got the notary stamp right there, like I want my son to have my arm to make a wallet out of the skin. This is getting wild. Kyle Kuhn, send me an invite. Kuhn. Send Paul an invite. Chuck it says no. 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 Like that, no? I just heard some lightning. I wonder if it might looks like it might be getting some rain. Hate Nate says yes. I'd like some of that elbow leather, please. Ew, this stuff right here. Just grab this stuff right here. It's got extra wrinkles and texture to it. Ew. Exactly like that. No, it's exact. No. Oh, that's fun. That's just fun. Anybody got some plans tonight then? You guys just chilling? You're gonna play some video games, gonna go hang with some friends, go out to the club. Malcolm Holt. Like, what is this weird pattern on the side of your wallet? It's very interesting. Oh, well, my grandfather got that in World War II. It used to be this screaming eagle. Now it's kind of like this half deformed chicken. And then they stretched it out, trying to make it look good on the wallet. Do all the right paperwork. That's what I'm saying. You get that notary in there just stamping like, he said that's what he wanted, you know, like. Elbow micarta. Now we're just shooting off the rails hardcore here. Poonskin wallet. Chuck gets sharpening knives with the new TS Prof. Which one did you get? The 3? The 4? Did you get the new 4? Chuck it? I talked to George over there and we got the video on the new TS Prof. It's pretty sweet. It's like a spaceship from NASA, which is rad. What was it again? The K4. TS Prof is so good. I would love to have one. They're expensive. Scrotum coin purse again? Yeah. Yeah. It's a wallet made from my great-great-granddad's coin purse. Good God. People micarta in the future. Soylent Green. It's Soylent Green. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You got the Pioneer. It was on a big sale with the new built-in angle finder. Chuck it, did you see my video for the K4? The K4 also has an additional new little dial on it. And so like you set everything with the angle and you set it at 19 degrees, 20 degrees, 21 degrees, whatever, right? So you set it at 19 degrees. Then there's a dial right here. Each degree has 50 clicks of separation to it. So between 19 and 20 degrees, you have 50 clicks of difference. That's how tight of a tolerance you can make it. So I'm like, oh, I've got mine at 19 degrees, 4 clicks. Like, so I got 19 degrees, 4/50ths, or like 8/800ths. Like, that's wild. It's cool. Pho time, dude. I'd eat some pho, except for it's hot. It's not hot out today. Generally, I don't get pho when it's hot. In the winter, it's fantastic. But in the summer, when it's really hot, it just makes you hotter. But today's not too hot, so that's not bad. The dial is nice, but the price yeah, they're expensive. What, I don't even know what it is, 5, 6, 7. But it's pretty amazing. George. TS Prof. I'm right here. It might give me 10% off, right? Maybe. Doubtful. I'd like to have one, but that's not on my list yet. $250 for the Pioneer. That seems good. And you got all the stones with that and the angle finder. That's a good price. 250. I mean, it's still, that's still 250. But yeah. I mean, I not that I'm trying to be a slut or a, tramp myself out here, but I'll find your angle. Yes, please. 300 with the stones in the finder. That's still, I would have said it was going to be at least another 100 for the stones, but 250 up to 3 with the stones and the angle finder. Because yeah, how much is the K4 if it was available? Slow clicks. Slow clicks. Give me a moment here. The Cadet Pro is at $398 right now. Pioneer for $249 or $246. So that's basically, that's the special that he just got. So here's the ultimate, the K4 full kit. Yeah, I hope Paul says I hope you use Cole's link or he will never forgive you. I get my TS Profs up during Black Friday, saves hundreds, says Sean. Oh my God. What is happening here? Did you guys see that? Chuck it did use Cole's link. What? What? uh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you guys didn't see, here it is. Kenman Dan Kenman, the TS Prof K4 Knife Sharpener Blade Show. You want to see George tell you about it, how awesome it is, how well it works? There's my video right there. It's an 8-minute video. George is a great guy. There's a link to my video if you want to watch it. But wow, what? Micro accuracy up to 0.01 degrees. 0.01, because you got, that's just nuts. Wow. 2400. Buy once, cry once. Bro, 24. I mean, it's a fantastic setup. I've seen that they've spared no expense. I mean, I pooped my pants just now, but dude, from $219 a month, it's like buying a car. Wow, that is $2,236 above my sharpener budget, right? And I'm not trying to downplay it or like it's just, man, that's out of my range right now. You can buy a lot of knives for that. I don't believe you. Can you get a strike for playing your own YouTube video on your own YouTube live stream? No. No. Basically monetization is the thing, the strike. So they ask you, like, if I'm monetizing, then it asks me like language, drug use, weapon or guns, you know, those questions like that. But they only ask you that stuff when you monetize. If you're not monetizing, they can't strike you for it. Like, I could play music right now and it'll say, oh, this video can no longer monetize because of said video or said music or whatever. Or if I'm playing someone else's videos, you could maybe have something where if you're playing someone else's videos, which I wouldn't want to do, so I'll just tell you, go watch their video. Here's the link to their video. But because I don't monetize my live streams when I'm live, it's not really something to worry about, because they're not looking for it. But you have to check off these checklists when you go and click on the monetization. But I could probably play all my videos. I mean, they're my videos. So it's like, oh, well, the monetization will go to the person who made the video, which is me. Most people do not need the top of the line TS Pro. Well, that's 100% true. That's true. Chuck it. I could buy like 2 knives for that. I have never spent. I'm still under the 500 club. Like, hell, I think I'm still under the 4. I've never spent over 4. Because Dan likes it raw. I like it raw. I like it raw. Took you long enough. Cheesy Moon. Yeah. Oh, now we're raining. Oh, now we're raining. She coming down. It's wet. I like it raw with a big old butt. Mm-hmm. A butt like on the BXTR. Ooh, look at that thick old butt. I am not a fan. We talk about this. Here you go. Thicker on the butt. Give me the thickness on the B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to find one where it gets skinnier on the B. I'm less of a fan of the skinnier on the B. CJRB's got one, I'm sure. Although I do like this knife. But when they get thin out at the end like this, like, make this part widen out like it is on the front, and I will like this more. Fits fine in my hand, but if I put my finger in there, that feels better. Wow, that sounds like hail. See what's going down out there? It's going down. Out here. Drip, drip, drip. The new arcane crawler. Sure. Sure. Thomas will keep guessing. That's a nice 180 kb venom with crystallized titanium right there. I wish that was true. No, I don't. I'll never tell. I will tell you that he said don't tell anyone. No. That KB was very generous. I did give them money. I can tell you there is a dollar amount that I paid for this. I'm not going to tell you what that dollar amount is. But had I paid full price, I would not have this knife in my hands right now. Full disclosure. You got to, did we get another flicker? I missed that one. But yeah, to my overwhelming, surprising joy. KB was very glad to see me. As I said, the first day, right when I went over and talked to him at KB, they were like, Dan, what's up? Great to see you. They're trying to get into my pants. I mean, probably. Like Nate said, Dong, I think, said it. He was like, I went like this, batted my blue eyes at him. No KB knife deals will be discussed in this live stream. No, we're discussing it. I'm just not going to give you the numbers. They were good. But right when I saw him, right at the beginning, was like, we caught up, like, how's it going? He cut his finger on the last day of Texas and actually had to go get stitches. And so I was like, hey, what's up? How's the finger? He's like, yeah, it's all healed up, you know. And we chatted for a minute or two talking about, you know, they're like, oh, I like the channel, whatever video he's meant, whatever. And then he said, here, I got this for you. And he had already knew that if he saw me, he was going to give me one of these. He thought this would be fun for one of my little customization videos. I don't even know what this is. The Kubi rectangle, rear flip, front flip, snappy. It's got a thumb square. And then we've got the white G10 with the black wash. And he was like, yeah, do some custom things. So we're going to do like a fade dye on there. I think I'm going to do something to the blade. I think I'm going to add media blast this off, and then we're going to change it up, do something. But so right away they were like, oh, we got this for you. You can do a little custom fun thing with it. And we want to give you a giveaway for the channel. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. Thank you very much. And then where is it? They gave me that double D10. And they're like, what do you think about this for a giveaway for your channel? And I said, that sounds very gracious of you. Thank you. Wow. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. Kenman is officially a knife influencer. Tell me that's not fun. So this is going to be a members giveaway. So all the members out there, this is going to be one of them. Kubi rectal angle. Wait, what? Rectangle angle dangle. Rectal angle. That one's fun. So it was like, wow, guys, thanks a lot. They gave me 2 knives. I didn't even buy anything on that day. Then I went back and he's like, yeah, bro, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I ended up with these 3 right here. Stroller. The stroller's a primo as well. The Venom's definitely the most expensive knife on the table. That's actually, the Venom is the most expensive knife in my current collection. At whatever ridiculous, what is this, $480? Yikes. So that is the most expensive knife in my collection. Not the most money I've spent on a knife, definitely, for sure. And the stroller's up there too. This is full DLC CPM 20 CV with the 80s camo carbon. Did he really say, yeah, bro? I have no interest in double detent. If I'm going to have slip joints, they're going to walk and tuck. I 100% agree with that, Chuck It. I want a half stop walk and talk on my slip joints. Totally. But I'm a knife collector and I have hundreds of knives. I like a little variety and some weird style. So having a couple double detents in a collection is kind of cool. That's kind of fun. And really, when you hold this open, this has got a nice feel to it. It's got a nice design. So it's all cool. KDK showed him the dong and got an 80% discount. But I really dig the shape and the style of the stroller. Got a great blade shape point out there, index finger. I wish the fuller groove was a little bit thicker. I slip on it with my left. There, I can get it, but I struggle a little bit pushing the thumb on there. The rear flipper works fine. The front flipper is snappy fun. Was all for personal S favors. This has really got me excited about that camo, the 80s camo carbon on the DLC. I love that look. That's really cool. I haven't seen too many knives with that camo carbon on there, the 80s, that I've really been excited about. And when I saw this one, I was like, very, very much so. The Mantra, just a snappy, hollow sound. I like the warning on here quite a bit. Big, wide, chunky handle. Good feel in the hand. Overall, though, this one might be my favorite Kubi as far as just pure feel. Nice front flipper, the good forward choil, the little ramped up poon with the jimps. What's the action like on the big warning? I really like it. Drops shut easy, snaps out, flipper tab or flicks out really, really simple. Oh, I got to be careful though with the left pressure just a little bit. And then it has this, it's got this crispy hollow sound, right? But this is great. I really love the blade shape on this one here. The Protocol, that front flipper, large. This is just a really nice design shape. I like the jimps on the butt and on the back there. The witch's finger. I'll give you a witch's finger. Flat or hollow? Oh, the grind? That's flat. The witch's finger has a flat grind. This one also flat. Flat. Where's that? Yeah, that's flat. So the only one with the hollow grind is the Venom. Wait, Kizer? Second from the left? Or this is the only Kizer on the or this one? These are the two Kizers. Do you mean this? Second from the left is Artisan Cutlery. Is that the one you mean, Thomas? These two are the Kizers. Bing, 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 bing. Kizer Serpentine, Kizer Ara, Artisan Cutlery, Mouse Bird. The hollow on the Dune is bloody roots, bloody roots, bloody, bloody. This is gnarly. That's sick. This one's fantastic. So Thomas, you mean this one? This was the second from the left. Artisan Cutlery Mouse Bird. Front flipper, flick and hole, top liner lock, floating back spacer. Kizer Serpentine. Thank you again to Kizer. Thank you, Bill, for winning this and then deciding to give it to me because everyone called him out for being a Kizer rep and winning. Rigged. The Mouse Bird. Thomas. I love the shape of this. Look at this big butt. Forward choil, thumb, finger sitting there, plenty on the back, ramped up, jimp, poon. It could be a hollow grind, but it's not. But I like this one a lot. Which one surprised you, Dong? The Mouse Bird or the Serpentine? The Serpentine is amazingly nice. I mean, they're both are. Very happy with these knives. I love Dustin. He is a great guy. This is his design. He designed this. He designed the beast right here, and the banana, the old banana, the unripened nanner. So Dustin's got some fun designs. The Kizer surprised you, yeah. This thing is wild. I mean, the action is really, really nice. Very snappy, crisp, great feel. DLC coated Vanex. Excellent. Excellent. I had to elbow everyone like a boss. Now, that was the power of my beauty. I looked into their soul. How you doing? Thoughts on the Kizer Aura HWG? I like this knife a lot. Good action. Oops, caught my finger. Drops down easy, flicks out nice. Smaller knife, nice little choke up. I think the choke up could be just a little bit bigger, personally. They could have widened that out just a little bit for me. It doesn't mean I feel like I'm getting bit, but I'm a little more comfortable when that's just a little bit larger. Feels good in the hand though. I like the style of it. I'm still not a huge fan of these camo carbons and stuff, but in this case, I think it's really cool. I like the look of it with the titanium, and then that they added this blue accent around there. It's kind of an interesting pop. Flicks out easy, thumbs out no problem. So this is a nice little user. I mean, obviously I got it for free, so it's way close to the camera, way too close to the camera. We get closer. Want to know why? Hug high. Smock can talk all the crap he wants on Vosteed. Their LMAX PSYOP was a workout to sharpen. Heat treat is on point. Yeah. Yeah. Too bad their customer service is... Yeah. The backspacer glows? What? I don't have... Oh. Holy shit. I didn't even notice that. The backspacer glows. I'll be dipped. I had no idea. But now that I look at it, how did I not notice that? That's crazy. Yeah. The backspacer glows. That's wild. I did not even notice that. That is so funny. These were limited though, so this run was the only one that has this nebula carbon or whatever in it. It does say on the inside, like numbered. I have number 14 of 80. But yeah, I do like this knife. It's cool. Smaller, good kind of user. No nonsense. I go back and forth a lot. I mean, I am a knife lover, so it's hard for me to not love a bunch of them. This is gorgeous. You helped Dan with his gadget. Nice. Look at that wood. Look at this. Oof. In person, you get more of that. And on the camera, it doesn't show as much, but when you get that angle, look at that. Whap. Tell me that's not groovy. So this luft, I really, really dig it. Something about it just makes me quite happy. Obviously the Venom. I wanted to get, everyone knows my main grab that I was going to try to get before the show that I was talking about was the the Best Tech Taipan. Same designer right here. You can kind of see it in the blade a little bit. But they did not have a lefty Taipan at the show, so I was not able to get one. but I'm pretty excited about that one. Look at that wood. I think overall, though, God, it's just back and forth. It's going to be the Dune. Nope, it's going to be the Mouse Bird. Nope, it's the Dune. All in all, the Dune is great. I really like this knife a lot. It's cool. Good action. Steven's awesome. Fun stuff. I just thought it was titanium M390 and micarta. Come to find out, that's DLC coated right there. That's kind of my favorite DLC I've seen as of yet. Kind of has this gunmetal gray kind of matte finish to it that I really like. I really like that. There's another glitch. I wonder if I have a loose wire or something. Because I've never noticed that glitch before, and I've noticed it several times a day. Or it's like, ooh. It's the ghosts. Or I wonder if it's the electric, maybe because we got the storm going on here. I don't know. Last year's gecko had a banger too, right? The Pictus. Another one of my favorites. I mean, gotta love that DLC. That Dils. Sure do, baby. You sure do. Ow. You know. Storming its ass off too for Cannabiscuit. We've got Gremlins. We've got Gremlins. It is 8 o'clock. I'm pulling a 3-hour live right here. I wasn't even expecting it to go that long, but you guys are great company, so it did, and here we are. I do appreciate all of you quite a bit, and much love. I will be live at 8:30 or 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, so 12 hours from now, we'll be doing our Saturday morning coffee, chat about some stuff, hang out for a bit, and then go into Trish's live at 9:30. But I appreciate you. Magnus Let's Ho. Thank you, boys. We're going to plan on that 11K celebration really soon. I appreciate everyone's support very much. I love this more. This means the world to me. And enjoy it. Pure hell is about to break out here too, says Hate Nate. We were getting some hail for a little bit. I noticed. It looks like we got some storms coming through. Everyone stay safe out there. Stay home if you can. If you're gonna travel, be safe. So we can see you again. But yeah, Magnus Let's Ho. Thanks for the super chats. Thank you, Hate Nate. For that funny. yeah. Hate Nate, Dong, Thomas, Magnus Let's Ho, all the members, all the subscribers, all the lurkers, all the regs, all the coal slough. We call it coal slough. You guys sloughed off onto me. I love it all. It's fine. Have a great night. Happy weekend. Stay sharp. We'll see you in the morning, and continue with the wonderfulness that is Sharpie Sharps. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't have a script. I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I don't know. I want to get a Voodoo, the premium lefty diamond textured Voodoo when that comes out. That would be rad. Chuck it. I'm definitely Cole Slough. I appreciate you. Read back to the script, Dan. Keep to the script. Everybody go get some of that Soylent Green. It's people. Wait, there's a script? The only script is I love you all, especially you.